Hi guys, I'm Jordan Page from funcheaperfree.com and budgetbootcamp.com, and welcome to Q&A Tuesday, which is a new series I'm going to try throughout the summer. I've done live Q&As quite a bit in the past, but every Tuesday, I really want to be available to answer your questions about finances and budgeting and frugal living. And today I pulled a question off of Facebook that is Larissa's. Larissa, if you're on this, thank you so much for your question, which is basically like, where do we even start? How do we even get started with budgeting? She said, we want to get our finances in order, but it's just overwhelming. We don't even know where to start. And I thought that was a perfect question, especially like to start off this series, because that is what everybody should be thinking. So let me back this up a little bit. So when people find out what I do, like if I'm just at a blogging event or if I'm out and about and people say, oh, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, oh, I'm an everyday finance blogger. I don't know. I don't even know what to call myself, so I make it up sometimes. But 100% of the time, my response is like, oh my gosh, I really need to be budgeting. I'm the worst at that. Like I really need I need a budget. I need your help. So if I have more time with people and if I can tell that they're genuinely interested, I actually kind of dig a little deeper, because here's my thing. It's kind of like somebody saying to whomever, like, oh, I just need to lose weight. I just need to lose weight. So think about that for a minute. Sure, maybe we all have some form of dissatisfaction with our bodies, but like at what point do we decide to take the plunge to lose a bunch of weight and diet and hit it hard? Like what leads to that? And usually it's motivation for something. And it's the same with finances. So you can say like, oh, I should just spend less money, or I need a budget. But the way to start is to figure out why. Why do you even want a budget in the first place? Because guess what? It's not that fun. It's really not. Coming from somebody who does this pretty much every day for a living, it's a lot more fun than like a job in my mind, but I'm not good at money. I don't love it. I'm really open about this with you guys. It's a work in progress for me. It's something I really have to work at. It doesn't come naturally. I didn't major in finance because I just couldn't imagine anything greater than talking about money all day. Not at all. But I do it because it was a pain point in my life, and I figured out how to make it exciting because we set some goals and accomplished those goals. So the very, very first place to start is to figure out why. When budgeting gets hard, when you really want to go to Target and eat out instead of eating at home and using what you already have, when it gets miserable and you're just like, this is really the worst thing ever, why are you doing this? So the first step is to sit down with your spouse if you're married, or your significant other, or if you share finances with anybody, and to set some goals and figure out why. Why do you want to be better with your money? Why do you want to budget? Because honestly, don't do it just to do it. It won't work. I promise it won't work. I've thought to myself before, like, oh, maybe I should just try that Whole30 thing. Like everybody's doing it. I see it on Instagram. I don't know. Everybody makes it sound great. Maybe I should just do Whole30. But really at the end of the day, like Whole30 is super hard, right? It's a diet, if you guys don't know. So I would have to be super ultra motivated to do it, and to do it well, and to see it through the 30 days. And it's the same with money. So set those goals and figure out, so why is it? Are you tired of the debt? Is it stressing you out? Is that not you? Are you not the person? Like for me, when we had credit card debt, I was like, that is not the path for the pages. We will not be those people that live our entire lives just sitting in debt, being okay with it. Like, no, we are going to be self-sufficient and abundant and do well in the world instead of like mooching from the world, So for us, that was part of it. We also were in a 2-bedroom townhome in an inner city area that wasn't super safe, and it really wasn't ideal for raising kids. So we really wanted to be able to get out of debt, make more money, save more money to get into a better house that would be a better lifestyle for our family. And then, now where we're at, we are in a great lifestyle for our family. We're in a safe neighborhood, on a cul-de-sac, all the things, right? So now why? Why should I even bother now? Because now we have a consistent paycheck. We've got a couple years worth of living in the bank. We got our house that we wanted, so why now? So now it's because we want to do more with our money. We want to send our kids to college. We want to save up for retirement. We want to go do fun things that we weren't able to do the first 9 years of our marriage because we were scrimping and saving in different things. And, you know, and also now it's a deeper thing because now we really just want to teach our kids to be self-sufficient and be good with their money, to not care about brands and to not care about things and all that stuff. So you have to sit down and set some goals. And a good place to start is to take your pain points and to start with those. So what are your pain points? So for us, when we were first starting out, like I said, we were in a 2-bedroom townhome. It was great and beautiful. We loved it, but it became a pain point. It was too small. We started having kids. Like I said, it was unsafe. There was a shooting at the park across the street. There was some homeless issues. Trax was right next to us, which is the public transportation that was leading to graffiti and other things. So it became a pain point. So we took that pain point and set some goals to solve it. And then, you know, our debt was a pain point because we couldn't move forward until that was taken care of. So we set some goals with that, blah, 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 blah. So start with your pain points. And then set some goals because one thing that's really important is when you have a spouse that is maybe less motivated than you, and I know a lot of us, you know, have those issues. Not in my case. I say us because that's politically what you're supposed to do when you're talking to people. Bubba's way more motivated than I am, I'm going to be honest. But if you have a spouse that is less motivated than you, the only way to get them motivated, because you can't force anything on anybody, is to get them excited about some goals that excite them. So what is it? Do they want a camper someday? Do they want to move? Do they want to go to Fiji? Do they want to get season tickets to an NBA team? Whatever. I don't even know what it is. Hi, you guys. Hi, everybody. I'm reading your comments, by the way, but I'm trying to be good because I'm going to post this on YouTube, so I'm trying not to get too distracted. But hello, everybody watching. Have them chime in with what's important to them and set some goals. And they may be a little more individual. Like for me, I don't care about NBA tickets, but I definitely want to redo my kitchen. So maybe it's kind of like, maybe you don't see eye to eye on all the goals, but that's why you kind of set like dream goals for him, dream goals for her, and then some goals together. And that's a great place to start. Now, once you know why you're doing this and why you're motivated to budget and why you're committed to seeing it through, like a diet, because if you pain, deprive, work out to lose this weight, and then halfway through you just give up, you don't want it to be a big waste of your time, right? You want to see it through. So the way to do that is to start small. You got to start small. So a lot of people will be like, okay, we've got $40,000 of student loans. That's it. We're going to do it. We're going to pay off that $40,000. Okay, sure. Totally. Yes, you need to pay it off. But how realistic is that for anyone to just write a check and pay it off? It really needs to start super small. Like take your grocery budget, set a grocery budget, and break it down per week. And all you're going to do is you're going to set a budget and commit to hitting that budget every 6 or 7 days. That's it. That's a small bite that you can chew and that you can do. You have control over it. And then what you do is you take that excess money that maybe you were spending on groceries, put it toward the debt. So do you see how that works? That it's the little decisions that end up accomplishing the big things. So start really super small. And maybe if it's like, okay, we want to go to Disneyland. That's it. That's my goal, Disneyland. You can put it on a credit card. You certainly can. You could take your whole tax return, or you could pull out your savings, whatever it is. Or what if you start small? And what if you get your family involved and you say, okay, guys, we need to go to Disneyland, but we don't have the money right now. So you make a plan together. We're going to have a yard sale. Everybody, we're not going to do allowance for the next 6 months. It's going to go toward the Disneyland fund. Your kids will be fine. Tell them to go get a job. We are going to sell snow cones as a family, whatever it is, get people involved. So that's kind of step 2. So step 1 is set goals. Step 2 is break it down bite size. And then honestly, for people who really prefer and need the hand holding, I understand it. I am that type of person. If I'm doing something I've never done before, like training for a race, I don't even like running. I still don't like running, and I just did Ragnar. I don't like it at all, but I did it. I wanted to do it. I had my motivations behind it. So instead of figuring it out myself and spending hours, trial and error, research, blah, 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 instead I went to people that I knew and trusted that had success with it and told them to tell me exactly what to do. So, yeah, hand holder. I see some hands being raised here in the audience. I'm a hand holder. If you're a hand holder, go to my blog. It's free. I mean, this feels really weird because it's kind of self-promoting, but I want you to know that I know I'm supposed to for tax reasons, and I said I was going to, but I'm still not taking a personal paycheck from my blog. My blog makes money. I've got employees. I use that money to buy hats or to throw events or whatever, totally. But I don't take a personal paycheck. This is for you for a minute. If you are struggling with your budgeting and don't know where to start, don't feel like you have to figure it out on your own, because there are people out there who have done it before you. Susie Orman and Dave Ramsey, whatever. And my blog, I've got tons of free content. I also have a program, which is budgetbootcamp.com, that is like literally step-by-step 27 videos, like write this, type this, do this, say this, blah, open this, da 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 da. And if you use the code Facebook, you get 10% off. But aside from that, if you don't like anything I have to say, that's fine. Go find a friend, someone that you respect and admire, and take them to lunch and ask them how much they spend on groceries, how they handle finances with their spouse. So find someone that can help you so you're not reinventing the wheel. And those are my tips. There you go. Until next time, I love you all. All your comments are so nice. My wall color I have posted on my blog, funcheaperfree.com/thepageproject. And I'm gonna let you guys go. Until next time, leave additional questions below, and I'll either answer them in depth next week or I'll try to come on. But I need to go save all my kids. So love you guys, funcheaperfree.com. Peace.